What's going on, everyone? My name is Size and welcome back to another Palworld guide video. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys some hidden features that the game really doesn't tell you or explain to you, and throughout this video you guys might find some stuff that you've not known, and it is really good info for newer players that are coming to the game that I think that some of these features are going to be some must-know things when you're going through. And if you guys do find something that you have not known about, if you could consider hitting that like button, it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribing to the channel is another way to support me as well. Also, if you guys are interested in joining, I have made a community dedicated server for everyone to play on. I'll be hopping in there myself, doing some giveaways, maybe even some competitions like base building and stuff in the future. So if that interests you guys, hop on over to the Discord to find out all the relevant information on how to join. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. The first tip we're going to be looking at here is actually using the grappling gun when you are encumbered. So if you have a mining base set up like I do here, that they're going to go ahead and mine and stuff like that and get a lot of ore, you're going to basically have to transfer your items. So when you come over here to transfer it, you're actually going to get encumbered by a lot. Now, the best way that I figured out of actually moving the idols is using the grappling gun. As you can see, I need to get to the PAL box to actually fast travel back to my main base to put the items away. So I can just go ahead and use the grappling gun to get closer to the actual fast travel point to get back to my base. Now, using this is the best way to transport items that I have found. It is quick. You don't only need to have no tames or anything in your inventory, like using PALs that increase your, your weight. This is the best way that I found to transport the items, and it is the fastest way to get around when encumbered. Now, the next hidden feature that you may not know that the game really doesn't tell you about and you have to figure out on your own is you can actually cancel the grappling hook. Now, the way you can do this basically is just by swapping your tools. So basically you're just going to shoot it, swap your tools, and it'll actually cancel the animation of it and the rest of your grappling hook. Now, you can actually take advantage of this to increase your movement speed on your glider, and the way that I do it is basically get as far away as you can from the edge, go ahead and shoot it, pull yourself to it, and then immediately bunny hop into a glider, or just simply activate your glider. And as you can see, we are absolutely zooming with the glider, and this is going to make it to where you can move a lot quicker and traverse the world a lot faster than using a mount if you maybe have your flying or your ground mount killed, or if you simply are just trying to get around with using the grappling hook. Now, the next hidden feature that the game really doesn't explain to you fully, and a lot of people are unaware you can do, is sliding. Now, the way you do this is basically just hold your crouch button in while you run, and you'll activate a slide. Now, you can actually get some insane movement speed off of this when sliding down hills, as I will show here. And the way you can take advantage with this, again, is with your glider. So as you're sliding down, you can go ahead and jump into your glider to get more move speed to traverse down a hill, or a mountain really quickly. It's kind of similar to the grappling hook, but the grappling hook will give you a lot more move speed on your glider than sliding down. But I just figured out to feature this slide mechanic because I feel like a lot of people really do not know that you can go ahead and slide in this game. Now, another hidden feature you guys may not know about is with flying mounts. So basically, if you're flying him around and you notice he's low and you're trying to traverse a mountain and his stamina's getting low, you can just ram him into a wall and actually start climbing, and he will stay below you. And you can just wait a few seconds and then get back on him, and he should have full, stamina again. As long as he is not fully depleted on his stamina bar, he should stay right below you, and then you can just hop back on with full stamina and go up the mountain and keep repeating it. Another thing you guys might not know about that is kind of a hidden feature is you can go ahead and actually capture wandering merchants, humans, guards, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much everything you can capture in this game. So we're going to go ahead here and capture this wandering merchant, and then from there I will show you what you can do with him. Now that we are back to base, we can go ahead and basically throw him out. Now, if you do have him out, he will not be able to be talked with, meaning that you cannot trade with him, and that is the main thing that you're going to want to do. Putting him into the PAL box will allow you to talk with him, and then from there you can basically go ahead and buy items, everything you need basically to almost make cakes, food, organs, all that good juicy stuff. And you can even do these with the black marketeers and all of the basically humans in the game you can go ahead and capture, which is a pretty cool feature that they really don't talk about or tell you in this game, so you have to figure it out on your own. Now, the next hidden feature, which I guess you could call it a glitch, is actually being able to catch boss pals. So basically, to start this and actually catch the boss pals, all you have to do is find a officer or somebody to get a bounty on, which I usually come over here to the small settlement. All you're going to do is smack them to get the wanted level. From there, just travel to any boss tower you want, Once you are at a tower, you will see them following you. From there, just go inside the boss tower. Once you're inside the boss tower, do not attack the pal, let them actually attack it. So just try to kite them to actually shoot it, and once they shoot it, he should bug out and start running to like a corner, and from there you know that you can cap him like this. Throw basically a pal on him, and even though it's a 0%, you will actually be able to capture them, and you will get a nice chunk of XP as well. Now doing that will allow you to get some really overpowered pals, and I do not know if this is intended or not. I would probably say it is not, but take full advantage of you can now to get some really cool and exclusive boss pals. The next hidden feature is actually being able to respawn the alpha bosses of dungeons. As we can see here, we have a level 42, Lunaris, and if we do not want that pal, what we can do is just basically run backwards to another room. For example, I would do this room, run into it basically to load it, and then once that happens, you're able to run backwards and go to the alpha boss again, and it should be respawned as a new random pal, and we can basically keep taking full advantage of this until we find the one we actually want to go ahead and capture. As we can see here, we're running back. We now have a level 43 Panglet, so you can basically keep doing that until you get the one you actually want to go ahead and capture, and it is such a good way of farming these alpha pals. Now the first 2 days of playing this game, I was constantly figuring out or trying to remember, like, hey, where does, this pal spawn? How can I farm him? Like, where is he spawning at so I can farm him to try to get better, passives on him. And I kept asking my friend when I was playing, like, hey, do you remember where, Panglet spawned? Hey, do you remember where Panking spawned? And he was like, you know that there is a built-in feature in the pal deck to where you can just simply go to it, go to whatever pal you're trying to figure out where he spawns, and at the top you will see, since on my controller, there's RT to go to habitat. Once you go there, it'll tell you the spawning locations of that pal, and you can even press Y to swap it to nighttime as well. And this completely blew my mind and allowed me to farm way more efficiently. And since I did not know that for that long and the game doesn't really tell you, I figured I would throw it in here, see if you guys might not have known that, and to really help you guys out with farming if you didn't know that. You can go ahead and farm those pals more efficiently and figure out where they actually spawn. The next tip we have here is if you guys need mass amounts of gold really early on, you can go to the Centric Falls right near where Fanglobe spawns, and we can go ahead and farm these Relaxasauruses. Now these will give about 2k gold at level 20 per capture when you sell it to the pal merchant. So now that we actually went ahead and captured a Relaxasaurus, like I said, you can go back and sell it to a pal merchant. Now you can either, go ahead and capture it like you did the wandering merchant in the earlier tip, or you can simply just go back to the small settlement and then go ahead and sell to the pal merchant there if you didn't capture him. As we can see, a Relaxasaurus sells for about 22 to 2300 at level 20, and is such a good way of actually farming really early on to get that gold, to get some of your crafting materials from your wandering merchant for like breeding, crafting and some other stuff if you want to buy like early game spheres or organs. So it's such a good way of actually getting early game gold, and it's such an easy farm as well. Now the last tip that I have for you guys, which is kind of another little glitch and slash hidden mechanic, is if you guys have a pal that is dead, you guys can make a viewing cage and put it down, throw that pal in there, and they will go ahead and insta-res, and then you can go ahead and throw it back in your party and go ahead and let it heal up and instantly go back out and fight, rather than having to wait that whole 9 minutes. Or 10 minutes, I forget the exact duration in your pal box, so you can just insta-res and get them right back into the fight. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy these hidden features that the game really doesn't tell you about. I hope that you guys found some useful things in here that you may not have known, and I hope that you guys can leave this video knowing more knowledge and more things about Palworld. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, depending on when you're watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.